Good morning, grade 5. Welcome back to EVS class. Today we'll be studying a new chapter, that is the chapter 3, Health and Diseases. Firstly, we would be talking about health. What is health? Health, it is the state. It is a state of being free from any kind of illness or any kind of injury. The injury or illness is not only physical, it can be mental too. So we need to be free from any kind of stress or mental illness. So the state of being free from any kind of physical illness or mental illness or injury is known as health. And when you are free from all these things, then you are called to be healthy. We all have heard about the famous phrase, that is, the health is wealth. Yes, if we are not healthy, our wealth, our money is waste. So the most important thing for anybody is to be health. You have to be healthy to live your life, to sustain your life in a proper way. You need to be happy and you need to be free from any kind of illness. And how you can be healthy? By eating nutritious food. Yes, kids, the food which contains all kinds of things which are necessary for the growth of our body. That are the carbohydrates, the proteins, the fats, vitamins and minerals. If in our diet all these 5 things are not there, then we'll not get the proper nutrition for our body, which is really important for the growth and development of our body. So we need to have nutritious food to maintain our health or to be free from any kind of illness or injury, and also to fight against the. Let's talk about nutrition now. What is nutrition actually? It is the process of providing or obtaining the food necessary for our health and growth, for the development of our body. It includes the food intake, the absorption of all the nutrients, and also the excretion, the taking out the waste product from our body. So nutrition is a really important process which is connected totally to digestion. We learnt in the last chapter that we need to absorb all the nutrients from the food, and after absorbing the nutrients from the food, we are providing nutrition to our body. So the process of providing or obtaining the food which is necessary for the growth and development of our body, it is known as nutrition. It is the process by which living beings receive the necessary food for the development and growth, and also to fight against the diseases. It is just the right quantity which our body needs, the right quantity of nutrients needed by our body. So this is known as nutrition. And the 5 nutrients which are really important for our body are carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins and minerals. So this was all about nutrition. And children, what will happen if we don't get all of these nutrients which I named right now, that are the carbohydrates, fats, vitamins, minerals and proteins? We'll not be able to grow properly. And what will happen to us? A disease. We'll fall sick. A disease will affect us. So what's a disease now? It is a disorder of structure or the function in a body part of a living being. Okay? If any of our body part is not functioning properly, that means you are suffering from some kind of disease. It is the condition in which the mind or the body part is not able to function or do its work properly, which it actually does normally. So disease, it is a disorder of the function of any body part of a living being. And we should not fall sick. We should not fall sick, and to do that we need to fight against diseases. And for fighting against diseases or to stay immune, we need to have a proper diet or proper quantity of nutrients. And if we don't get all these nutrients, we would be suffering from malnutrition. Yes, It is a condition in which a person is not getting the right quantity of nutrients. Supposingly, a person is getting less of carbohydrates or he is getting less of vitamins or minerals. So if he is not getting the right quantity of any kind of nutrient, then he is suffering from malnutrition. Malnutrition is a condition in which a person is not getting the right amount of nutrients, and it ultimately leads to the deficiency, that is the shortage of nutrients, and it causes the diseases which are caused due to the deficiency of the nutrients, the shortage of the nutrients. And the disease which are caused by this kind of shortage of nutrients are known as deficiency disease. As we discussed right now, the definition is also mentioned here. Diseases that are caused by the lack of some particular nutrient in a person's diet are called deficiency diseases. Like if a person is not getting proper amount of proteins, then also he is suffering from a disease. If he is not getting proper amount of mineral, if we talk about iron, if we don't get proper amount of iron, we would be suffering from anemia. Okay, we would be talking about different kinds of deficiency disease right now. The first disease which we are going to talk about is marasmus. I repeat, marasmus. As you can see in this picture, the signs of the disease called marasmus are sunken eyes, the poor growth and development of our body, thin and bony face, you look very weak in your characteristics, and then your bones or the ribs are clearly visible through the skin. It is caused by the deficiency of proteins, fats and carbohydrates in the food you take in your body. If you want to get free and you want to get proper healthy life and you want to get free from marasmus, you need to have all the food which are rich in these things, that are the proteins, fats and carbohydrates. For the recovery of marasmus, we need proteins, fats and carbohydrates. Children, have you ever thought why is our blood red in color? It is red in color because we have hemoglobin in it. Yes, there is a pigment called hemoglobin in the blood which makes our blood red in color. You remember we talked about the green pigment which is present in the leaves, which makes the leaf green? That is the chlorophyll. It is responsible for making the food, and that is the only pigment which makes the leaf green. Same way, hemoglobin, it gives the red color to our blood. When we are suffering from anemia, when any person is suffering from anemia, the hemoglobin produced in his body becomes less. Less hemoglobin is produced in the body, in the blood. It leads to the formation of dark circles. The symptoms are the dark circles, a yellow face because the red color pigment is produced less. You become really tired in short activities. If you exercise, you become very tired. There is a loss of appetite. You don't feel hungry. There is a loss of appetite means you don't feel hungry. You don't feel like eating anything. And there is also a loss of weight. But what should we do for curing this disease? This disease called anemia. We should actually eat food which is rich in iron. Yes, because iron helps in generating hemoglobin in our blood. The mineral iron is helpful in generating hemoglobin in our blood, which makes our blood red in color. Yes, so the food which is rich in iron are eggs, pulses, cereals, the green leafy vegetables and the fruits. So to recover from this disease, anemia, we need to have all this food so as to have a right quantity of iron, the right quantity of mineral iron to recover from this disease. Coming to the next type of deficiency disease. We are talking about scurvy now. It is the disease which is caused by the deficiency of vitamin C. Yes, it results in the swelling and bleeding of gums, as you can see right in this picture. There is also a dryness in the skin. Okay, your skin becomes extremely dry and your lips also start chapping out. So these are all the symptoms of scurvy. And in order to recover from scurvy, we need to have the right amount of vitamin C. And from where do we get the vitamin C? From the citrus fruits like the orange, lemon and tomato. We need to have lots and lots of oranges, lemons and tomatoes to get the right quantity of vitamin C so as to recover from this disease called scurvy. So we come to the end of the session now. Please see this video twice or thrice to understand the things in a better way. I would be sharing the link of the modules which are there on the Extra Marks app on the portal. Thank you kids. Bye.